MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Should be a good one here this afternoon between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Chicago Cubs. Jason Kondo makes his big league debut right after this. Trevor Bauer, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
This will be interesting. This guy won the NL Cy Young Award last year. He's a solid pitcher, man. One of the things he does, he throws the ball into the strike zone, and he's not afraid of contact. Solid pitcher.
So stepping in, Archie Jacob, and the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. First pitch on its way. And we're underway as the first pitch is a check swing, but a called strike, 0-1. Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon, they've got to be considered the hottest team in baseball right now as they come in winners of 9 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this team finds itself with a huge lead, double digits right now, and climbing, playing really good baseball. Some people will say, oh, you don't want to have that big a lead, you start resting on your laurels. I look at it the other way, man. You've earned the right to kind of get some guys off their feet if the manager wants to. There's a lot of different ways you can go about it. This team's focused and playing really good baseball. I would not worry about it. Keep pushing the throttle.
Should be a picture-perfect afternoon for baseball. 78 degrees at first pitch. The 1-2. Swung on in the dirt for the third strike. And the throw is there to record the first out. Coming to the plate now, Hugo Hermida. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Not even close on that swing. No balls in the strike.
Let's get it going, boys. Somebody's loose, hitting 98 with ease in the first inning.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fouled off. Bauer is currently the leading vote getter among starting pitchers in the National League, and it's hard to argue against that when you check out his numbers.
Yeah, Matty, not surprised this guy is on the top of the All-Star game voting, but you have to take a step back. This is being voted on by the fans, so I can't imagine how he feels to be voted in by his fans to start in the All-Star game right now.
Batting third, the left fielder, Ryan McCord.
So striding forward now, Ryan McCord comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. First pitch of the at-bat. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1. And set up behind the dish is Eric Summerskill as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Yeah, Dan, we got Eric Summerskill behind the dish. Really likes to work the ball east-west. What did you like? Did you like north-south, east-west?
I thought east-west, D-Row. The more I could get away with on the outside corner, inside corner, give me a wider plate than a higher plate. I think it's a lot easier to pitch to a wider plate.
Down 0-2, maybe simplify the game plan right here. Get on the heater, even though he has 5 weapons to go to.
Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Count still at 1-2. Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. It's the Cardinals nothing. Cubs coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Jason Kondo is handed the ball for his much anticipated debut. Dan, what do you have on this guy?
Well, Matt, listen, there's a lot of expectation for this guy. He kind of blitzed his way right through the minor league system. All he needs to do is do what got him through the minor leagues to this big league debut here. Keep control of himself. Make sure that he's not afraid to throw the ball. over the strike zone, and with a lot of young pitchers, don't give the opposing hitters too much credit. Well, Matt, the first thing we're going to find out is how well this guy pitches with little sleep. I can't imagine knowing that you're going to be the next day starting pitcher the night before. This is a young guy making his first start. Listen, you can only make your debut one time, so there has to be lots going on in this guy's mind. Hopefully he can settle down early and pitch well in his debut.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. That's on the corner to put him behind now. 1-2. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike three called. One away. And with strike three recorded there, he's notched his first career major league strikeout.
Well, Matt, if he can become a consistent strikeout pitcher, you have to figure his career is going to end up being a solid one. All the best pitchers at this level have at least one pitch that they can go into in tough situations. So we'll see if he becomes one of those guys as his career goes along.
Nick Castellanos at the plate now. He's 3 for 7 in the series coming in. Here comes the first pitch.
Going to be a long day if he executes like this, punching tickets right out of the gate.
A swing and a ground ball to third. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line.
What a hot streak. Stay hot, my friend. Up over 290. He is flirting with that 300, elusive 300 batting average mark.
So now to the plate, J.C. Embry. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. And he's carrying a batting average of just over 300. So clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. The 1-0. Pitch out. Nothing doing. And there's a swing and a miss. 2-1 now.
Hey, this pitcher better be careful right here. My man at the plate is not trying to push something to the opposite field.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
We're seeing a good AB here from the three-hole hitter. If he can work a walk or pick up a hit here, he's going to put that cleanup guy in a really good position to do some damage in this first inning.
Lifted down the line in left. Long run for the left fielder, and no one will track it down. Ready to deliver the full count pitch. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. The next 3-2. Another one sent foul. The 3-2 one more time. And now here's a ball hit pretty well out toward right center field. And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double.
Hey, after that hit right there, Dero, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order.
That's what's called getting the treatment. Everyone knows he's a power threat with the bat, so it's all about not letting him be the guy that beats you.
Standing in, Ryan Buckner. He's got the bases loaded now and a chance to really do some damage.
And he's one of those guys that they really rely on to come through in spots like this, Matt. Second on the team and runs batted in.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Grounded weakly down the line toward third. But a foul ball here, 0-1. From the belt, kicks and deals. Swing and a miss, and he's in control, 0-2. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone. Kondo is a guy who throws a lot of strikes, rarely walks people, but what does bite him occasionally is the home run ball.
Matt, this is a guy that's not a power type of pitcher, so he needs to rely on being down in the strike zone. One of the keys, he tends to lose being aggressive when he falls behind, and he kind of nibbles around the strike zone. And what happens with that, Matty V, he becomes very predictable, and when you don't have overpowering stuff, you tend to be able to get hit hard.
Standing in, Sito Suzuki, batting .300 for the series, 3 for 10. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
So important getting ahead with the bases loaded. Already a difficult situation, so you don't want to make it any harder by falling behind in the count.
He's set. The 0-1. Pulled the fastball down a little too much there. That's ball 1. Castellanos on third. Embry on second. Sosa at first. 2 out in the inning. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. One and two. Here it is. Bounce to first. He's got it. And he'll take it to the bag himself. And a great job of pitching out of the bases loaded situation as the side is retired. Cubs wind up leaving them loaded. And this is still a 0-0 ball game. Coming to the plate now, David Fernandez. First at bat for him in this one. He was 1 for 4 with a double in the ball game last night. Here it comes. The 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Now here's the pitch. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo shot here to left. Home run number 9 on the year. And the Cardinals move out in front 1-0.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here, is not the end of the world.
Into the box, Corey Dickerson. He grounds it sharply to third. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
Batting fifth, the catcher, Brian Cortez.
Stepping up now, Brian Cortez. Only 1 hit in 11 at-bats for the series so far. First pitch on its way. In there, 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now, 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And it's fouled away. The 0-2 once more. And another foul ball. We're in the second with the Redbirds holding a 1-0 lead. And he looks at a ball, 1-2.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
Two and two to the Cardinals catcher. And a splitter swung on and missed that time, and that'll be out number 2.
He's just got great strikeout stuff. In his last start, he racked up double-digit Ks, and it looks like he could finish up in that range again here. He's really an exciting pitcher to watch when he's sending guys packing like this.
In now, Dave Luke. As he'll look at a changeup that drops below the knees for ball 1. Comes into this one at 271. 11 home runs and 41 RBIs. A ball and a strike to the Cardinals' first baseman.
You know, from an offensive standpoint, they already knew they had their work cut out for him against a great pitcher. But if he's going to locate like that, this is going to be a tough day.
A ball and 2 strikes, the count now with the bases empty and 2 away.
Hey, I got to commend him a little bit. Leadoff homer, and now he's 1 pitch away from getting out of this inning without any further damage.
2 out, nobody on.
Nope.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away, so now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
The 2-2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Sosa is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. But the Cards are on the board first thanks to this solo blast. We'll go to the bottom of the second. It's now 1-0 St. Louis. And that'll bring in the veteran Ben Zobrist. And he's really been feeling it at the plate the last week or so. Definitely one player to keep your eye on right now. First offering on its way.
Oh, that's pitch out.
Now that's popped up. The catch is made on the mound, and that's the first out.
Batting it, the catcher, Jesse Padilla.
Stepping into the box, Jesse Padilla. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Now here's the pitch. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1. Kondo is making his debut on the mound today, as we've mentioned. This performance in this one could be a good barometer as to whether he's ready to deal with major league hitters at this point in his career.
Yeah, Matt, this guy wasn't really the most highly touted prospect coming up through the minor league system, but one of the things he does, he throws strikes, and if he continues to pitch like he did in the minor leagues here at the big league level, there's no reason why he shouldn't be able to stay here and pitch very competitive baseball.
2 balls and a strike.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
3-1 to him now. 1 out, nobody on. Three and 2, full count. Skied into straightaway right. Jacob is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, Trevor Bauer.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Trevor Bauer, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Now here's the pitch.
Ball one.
The 1-0.
Nope. Inside. Ball two.
Can't fall behind against a pitcher. Need to minimize pitch count against the easy outs, and this is certainly one of them.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 3-0 now.
It's amazing how guys can lose focus sometimes when the weaker hitters come up, especially the pitchers. You got to stay on the attack and minimize pitches and get these guys out in a hurry.
The 3-0 pitch. And this misses as well. Ball 4. And he's walked the opposing pitcher on 4 pitches.
It's all a part of learning how to pitch in the big leagues. Major league hitters will not bail you out by swinging at pitches out of the zone. So he's going to have to continue to learn how to get guys out at this level.
Striding in once again, Nicholas Horner, and we'll see if they can make him pay for the 2-out walk. Always considered a big no-no, of course. As a look, now the pitch. Popped him up. Hermida is calling for it. And that ends the inning. 1 left for the Cubs. They're down 1-0. All set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring up the switch hitting shortstop, Leury Garcia. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Hey.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Grounded back up the middle. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. And with 1 away, let's give you a look at the standings in the NL Central entering play as you see where these 2 teams sit in relation to one another. The next to bat for St. Louis, Jason Kondo. Here's the first pitch to him. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Right fielder giving chase. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Now batting, right fielder, Archie Jacob.
Ready for another chance. Archie Jacob 0 for 1 here in the early going. First offering on its way.
Outside. That's the ball.
Kind of surprised not to see a fastball on the first pitch there. The guy's probably taking at least 1 pitch to give his pitcher a chance to sit down after he already made the second out.
The 1-0. 1-1 the count. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. A ball that's carrying off the LED board and gone. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. 4th home run for him on the season as the Redbirds have taken a 2-0 lead.
You don't see this very often off of this starting pitcher. This guy's not used to giving up some bombs, so I'm sure that'll be a wake-up call, and he'll start throwing some better pitches.
Into the box now, Hugo Hermida, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Oh, and he had him guessing there, and it's a ball and a strike. 2 out, nobody on. Outside, 2-1. Heading out towards shallow right. Sosa is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. 1 for the Cardinals in the inning on the solo home run. We played 2.5. It's now 2-0 St. Louis.
We're just about set to go here as the Cubs come to bat in the 3rd inning, and Chicago fans have been fortunate to watch one of the best offenses around this season. And in large part, they do it with their legs. Entering the day, they are tops in the majors in stolen bases. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean it translates to offensive production, but as one player told me, we apply pressure with our speed. It's not just steals. We have the ability to stretch hits into doubles and triples, so I think we're in scoring position more than most other clubs. That makes sense, and it's working for them. Guys.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Number 12 is at the plate as he takes a cold strike 1. Hit to first. He's right there, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
The batter, the second baseman, J.C. Embry.
Digging in the switch hitter, J.C. Embry. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Ball 1.
So far this year against Southpaws, Embry is hitting over 350 up in the high 300s.
His batting average right now certainly signifies that this guy is having a great year. I'm very interested to see how this guy finishes up.
There's a belt-high strike to even the count at 1-1. So far this season, Embry is working with a slugging percentage over 550, so there's no denying he's one of the premier power bats in the league. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit on the ground to short. And a close play at first as he had to go up the ladder to get that one, but he kept a foot anchored on the bag, and that's your second out. Now the Cubs' 4-hole hitter, Sammy Sosa. First pitch coming. Here it is. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1.
Hey, a 2-out walk right here would be the time run to the plate. Even though it's early on, you got a guy on deck that has a lot of pop.
That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1.
Well, somebody's sitting off speed right here. Only way he was late on that heater is he was expecting another changeup.
1-2 now as this catches the outer half. Liner towards second, and that'll get down for a 2-out single.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
At the plate, Ryan Buckner, and they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Throw over to the bag, and he's back easily. And again a throw, keeping particularly close tabs on him. A runner on first with 2 away. And again a throw over, and the fans don't like this at all. Another throw over. Runner back safely. Now the 1-0. He's running. Strike taken, the throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
Well, they threw over there multiple times thinking he was going to try to swipe that bag, so they were onto him, but he just waited it out and took off when he had the chance. Nice job of base running there.
No contact there, and it's 1-2. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And 2-2. Takes this the other way to right. That's in there. Base hit. And they are on the board as the run scores from second to make this a 2-1 game now.
Dan, you were 1 pitch away from getting out of this. 2 outs, 2 strikes on the batter, and he's able to throw out a ribby knock.
Dero, it's hard to get more frustrated than that as a pitcher. You're 1 pitch away from getting out of a lot of traffic on the bases, getting into the inning, and next thing you know, you give up a 2-out, 2-strike base hit. Nothing more frustrating for a pitcher than to have that happen.
Hard hit ball to short. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now.
He looked a little bit out in front right there, but he's able to pull that ground ball through the hole for a single.
The third baseman, Zobrist.
Here's Ben Zobrist now, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Zobrist, or Zorilla as he's sometimes called. He was taken in the 6th round back in the 2004 first-year player draft.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
The 1-1.
That's ball 2.
It's not easy to continue pounding the strike zone when you've given up 3 consecutive hits, but he has to trust that getting the ball down in the zone will get him an out.
A little too tall that time. 3-1 now.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
2 down, runners at first and second. Line toward the alley in left center. And he dives to make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. One more look at the full extension catch that strands 2 men on the base paths. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. All set for the start of the 4th, and that'll bring up the outfielder, Ryan McCord.
Ryan McCord.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Ball.
The 1-0. And he fouls this one off.
You're lucky if you get 1 pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
And he looks at one in there, 1-2.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's one away. All right, so time now for the Cubs Road to the Show report, as we see a couple of prospects who have been performing at a high level in the upper minors. Standing in now, David Fernandez, as he'll take a changeup here for strike one.
Hey, this isn't exactly the way you'd like to draw it up. Not throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, but the bottom line is he's getting outs.
Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. Fourth inning of a 2-1 ball game. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Fouled away. Oh, and he struck him out as well, so he's carving right through the heart of this lineup as there are 2 away now. So after getting the strikeout on the fastball, not a bad time to check out our pitch speed comparison for our 2 starters. And whoa, look at that for a top speed. 98 miles an hour. That man is flat dealing. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Corey Dickerson. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Called strike at the letters, 0-1.
Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
And he gets around on one and hits it high and deep to straightaway right. A ball that's carrying. And he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. Down in order go the Cardinals. They still lead it 2-1. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
All right, Heidi, thank you. So in now for Chicago, Jesse Padilla. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
The windup and the 0-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Dickerson's there. 1 away.
Now batting, the pitcher, Trevor Bauer.
Striding in, Trevor Bauer. He drew a base on balls his first time up. Now the pitch.
Oh, that's up there.
Cardinals are going to get something going in the bullpen now as a left-hander has begun to get loose. 1 run, 5 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Well, this is what really can frustrate you when you're on the mound. You're facing a pitcher that really doesn't offer much as far as being able to hit, and you fall behind 2-0. It just feels like you're wasting pitches.
Fouled off. Ball even at 2-2. Easy take there on the sinker, well off the outside. Nicholas Horner is on deck. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Grounder down the line at third. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Now batting, shortstop, Nicholas Horner.
Into the box, Nicholas Horner. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Line to the right side, but foul. Sliced hard, but foul. Look out over there. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes, count.
Back-to-back sliders in on the hands. He didn't handle it real well at all in the previous pitch, so why not come right back with it again? Better job of laying off that one, though.
The 1-2. One run, 5 hits, no errors so far for the Cubbies. Softly hit out toward short. And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
Hey, with 2 strikes right there, he didn't try and do too much. He took what the pitcher gave him, got the front foot down, and was able to fist feed a soft liner over the infielder's head for a knock.
Nick Castellanos now. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Ball, that's out.
Hey, I know the tying runs at first right here, but if the pitcher on the mound executes, keeps the ball in play, I think good things are going to happen.
Fastball well outside.
That's a great call right there. Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first base. Almost like a hybrid pitch out. Great for a catcher if that guy's running. Easy transfer throw to second base.
Hit in the air to straightaway center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Cubs strand 1. They're down 2-1. Digging in for his second at-bat, Brian Cortez. He's in to get things going here in inning number 5. Here's the first pitch to him. Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1.
Not too many guys taking the mound today with this good a split. Look at the downward action on that thing. It's fallen off the table.
Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. Split-fingered pitch that's by him for strike 2.
Good luck with that pitch. That pitch is an absolute nightmare. Almost unhittable. Nasty downward action. High 80s velocity.
Trying to send him packing for the second time. A breaking ball swung on and missed, and he's set down for the second time this afternoon.
I think that curveball is a big reason why he's able to turn things around in this start after a rough beginning. It's got some good bite to it. So that tells me he's doing a nice job of snapping it off out front. Really finishing that pitch like you're supposed to.
So now to the plate, Dave Luke, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Strike two, swinging just out in front of the slider.
There's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if they have to incorporate that into their mindset.
And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are two down.
Well, we're all hearing his name in the Cy Young Award discussion at this point in the season. It's pretty hard to argue against it when you watch him dominate a guy on 3 pitches and send him packing without much problem.
Into the box, Leury Garcia. Batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike one. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Hit hard back up the middle, and that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one.
Kind of looked like he had gotten his bearings there. Dan was going to have a 1-2-3 inning, but not the case, giving up that late 2-out knock.
Boy, this lineup is so deep, 1 through 9. They could put a hurting on you, and they're making him work, and he's given up a lot of base hits so far in this one. So far, this has not been an easy one for this pitcher.
Stepping in now, Jason Kondo. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Set to deliver the 0-1. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike two.
I'll tell you, if I'm pitching right now, I'm not throwing anything near the strike zone until these guys prove they can lay off it. They're just being way too aggressive.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Still no balls and 2 strikes. 5th inning, 2-1 our score. Cardinals pitcher up there with a 1-2 count.
Basic pitching right there. 0-2 fastball up and out of the zone. Change the eye level. Now time to go.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Cards leave 1. They lead it 2-1. Gerald Merrill enters from the bullpen to do the pitching.
Number 12, Gerald Merrill.
Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and standing in is the power-hitting second baseman, J.C. Embry. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he lays off there, 1-0. Out of play. Line drive to left. McCord is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Into the box now, Sammy Sosa. He singled his last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is.
One ball, 1 strike.
1 out, nobody on. Grounded to short. Reined in. Throw just in time, and oh, that was awfully close.
The first baseman, number 22, Ryan Buckner.
Stepping into the box, Ryan Buckner. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a line drive. And that is in there for a 2-out base knock.
Hey, this guy's been slumping at the plate. Saw his average fall below 240 prior to this at bat. That knock had to feel good.
Digging in, Sito Suzuki. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. 2 out with the man at first. A 2-ball, no strike count to the Cubs center fielder.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
The 2-0 on the way. Oh, here's a shot out to right center. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with the single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores him. Then who knows what kind of roll they could get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
To the plate now, Ben Zobrist. As he'll lift it up in the air. This is back behind second. Hermida is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. 5 innings complete. The Cardinals are out in front 2-1. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and coming forward the veteran outfielder Archie Jacob.
And hey, it was a breaking ball to boot. This guy's a pretty good off-speed hitter. You could tell by that last at-bat he wasn't fooled at all. He sat back, waited, got the breaking ball, and didn't miss it.
Now the 1-0.
Ball, action time.
Two balls and a strike to the St. Louis leadoff hitter. Chopped on the ground over to first, but this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Here's the pitch. This is on the ground over to first. Fielded cleanly, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting, the second baseman, Hugo Hermida.
Stepping in for the Cardinals, Hugo Hermida. First delivery to him on the way.
They teach pitchers to keep the ball down, but if you can locate upstairs like that, it really gives you the ability to mess with the eye level of the batter.
Behind 0-2 now. Low scoring game thus far, 2-1 here in the 6th. Drilled to the left side. Scooped up. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Up next for the Cardinals, the left fielder, Ryan McCord.
So striding in, Ryan McCord. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at-bat trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. Nothing across here this half. We'll see 8, 9, and 1 due up in the bottom of inning number 6. It's the Cardinals 2 and the Cubs 1. Now batting, Jesse Padilla. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
Jesse Padilla.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Hey, there aren't too many power hitters in the game that would let that pitch go by.
It looks like the Cubs will get a left-hander up and working out of the bullpen. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. And now pitch on the way. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball. Popped him up. Hermida backs up a bit, and he takes charge for the first out.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Adam Greenberg will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with one gone in the inning.
Adam Greenberg.
Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. And he'll beat the throw as he's got himself a bunt single.
The batter, number 2, shortstop.
Fred Pugh takes the mound now, and it appears he's being brought in to face the right-handed batter who waits next.
Yeah, you usually don't hear the term righty specialist very often, but that's kind of how they're using him here, Matt. Most hitters have a harder time against pitchers of the same handedness, so we'll see if this move pans out.
Runner goes for second. Strike called. Now the throw down. Not in time as he steals second. Runner at second here with one man out. Spin and a throw back to second. Runner goes for third. Pitch inside. The throw not nearly in time as he takes third easily.
And to me, they just can't let guys get lead like that, especially knowing that the guy behind the plate isn't known for his arm. Here he swipes third, and they just kind of gave it to him.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And this is popped fouled off to the right and back into the seats. A man at third with one away. Liner toward right center. And he has delivered one of the biggest at-bats of the afternoon as he cashes in with a base hit. So problems out there in right field as this is going to wind up going as an E9. Into the box now, number 12, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball one. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Into center field, line drive base hit. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's a 3-2 ball game.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
At the plate, J.C. Embry. Pitch out. Nothing doing. Now the 1-0. And now the Cardinals get the bullpen working here. Both the lefty and a right-hander have stood up. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. That misses, and it's going to set up a big pitch now. 3-2.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
And the payoff pitch. Count remains full. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Here's a weakly hit fly ball off to the left side. McCord will get there with ease as he puts it away for out number 2.
The right fielder, number 21. Sammy Sosa.
So coming to the plate, Sammy Sosa. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch of the at bat on its way. Hard hit ball to second. That's through, and he's now 2 for 3 in this one. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Sometimes you got to tip your cap. The pitcher spotted his pitch down the zone right there below the knee. Offensive player was all over him.
So now to the plate, Ryan Buckner, as he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. In his career, Buckner is a 300 hitter on the dot. Can't complain about that.
Matty, this is one of the best offensive forces in the sport. Not only an amazing batting average, but does it in a variety of different ways with damage.
1-1 the count to the Cubs first baseman. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch grounded softly down the line toward first. 2 men are on with 2 men out. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2.
Looked like he just tried to do too much with that fastball right there. He overthrew it a little bit. That's pretty much the case when you airmail a fastball like that.
Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
The payoff pitch. And that pitch misses for ball 4. So some intrigue now as the bases are loaded here with 2 away.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news? A single probably drives in a couple of runs.
Stepping in, Sito Suzuki. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. Here's the first pitch to him. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Here's the 1-0. Pulled high in the air out to left field. McCord is there now as he makes the catch, and they're able to avoid the huge inning here as the side is retired. The sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh my goodness. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Welcome back to the north side of Chicago, back here at Wrigley Field as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cardinals to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Billy Palmer will come on in relief now as he'll make his 35th appearance of the season. David Fernandez will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the second inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit hard down the line, but this is foul for the first strike. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike two.
That's just a great pitch right there. Great execution. He just got that hitter to think that pitch was knee high. Nasty diving out of the zone.
Change up, and he ain't buying it. 1-2. Here it comes. Ground ball, foul down the left side. Here's another 1-2. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
Nice job there taking care of the leadoff hitter via the strikeout. I'll tell you, in a one-run game, especially this late, getting that first guy in the inning, it's so important. It changes the whole complexion of the inning, so that was a big out.
Into the box, Corey Dickerson. Slapped hard the opposite way. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. The throw is wild, and it gets away.
There's no question he's been struggling at the dish lately, trying to do anything to get himself going. So he's got to feel pretty good after that double. Not to take anything away from him, but I think I could have probably hit that pitch.
Yeah, that's one of those gift pitches, not the location he was shooting for. Stepping in now, Brian Cortez. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1.
This is going to be an interesting at-bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
Good pitch there down below the zone. Got him to go after it.
He's staring a hat trick in the face right now after that swing. He has just got to find a way to zone up a little bit more. You cannot expect to make solid contact chasing stuff outside the zone.
Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
So the intent of that 0-2 cutter right there isn't necessarily to get a swinging strike. If you get it, well, hey, that's great. But if you get it inside enough and he does make contact, he probably can't do anything with it anyway.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Here he comes again. 1-2. Lifted the other way to left center. Castellanos will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning.
The batter, the first baseman, Dave Root.
Now at the plate, Dave Luke, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery.
1-0.
This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. And it's fouled away. The set and the 1-1 down the third baseline. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Ready with the 1-2. There's ball 2 as the slider dips below the zone.
Tough to take a pitch like that right there, especially in a 1-2 count. You almost get in that auto swing mode. Great job to work the count back to even.
Heading out towards shallow right. Sosa is there to make the catch, and they'll get out of this with the lead intact. One left for the Cardinals. They trail 3-2. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Joe Kruger is in out of the bullpen now as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch. Damon Phelps will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch.
Number 50, Damon Phelps.
First delivery to him on the way. Ben Zobrist is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. Two balls and 2 strikes now. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
Flipped out the other way towards short. And there's a base hit, so a chance for some insurance here to start out the home half of the 7th. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan. Kept the front shoulder tucked, kept the ice water in his veins, and didn't try and get too big. Extends the hitting streak. Nice job.
You know, D-Row, I talked to him before the game about the streak, and he said the toughest part is he hopes to get hits early in the game to take the pressure off. He had to wait to the 7th inning in this one to come through.
He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. A ball and a strike. Swing and a looper to left. And that's in there. Base hit.
That can't bother you too bad, Dan, right there. Power guy at the plate, and you're able to get in his kitchen.
Boy, that's a tough one to swallow, right? These big, strong guys, they like to get their arms extended. That wasn't that bad of a pitch, but he's just so strong that he's able to muscle that into the outfield grass.
Armstrong.
And that's in there for strike 1.
0-1.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. Into right field. That's a base hit. And No sense risking anything here as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, D-Row, to make sure that gets down and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
Robert Kodosky is summoned in the toughest situation a reliever can face. Bases loaded, nobody out. Nicholas Horner will stand in against the new pitcher, and he couldn't ask for a better scenario as he stands in with the bases loaded and nobody out. First delivery to him on the way. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1-0. With runners in scoring position this season, Horner brings in a batting average resting just under .320, and a look to inch closer to that mark with a base hit here.
These are the stats the oppositions look at. Being great with runners in scoring position. He has certainly been that, and he's able to slow the moment down.
Now the 2-0 home. Too high, and it's 3-0. Kodosky playing here in his age 34 season. He's a 9-year major league vet. He's set. Here's the 3-0. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Taking all the way there, and a walk could be huge here, so I wouldn't be surprised if he's got the bat on his shoulder again on the next pitch.
Oh, and it misses. Ball 4, and that will force home a run.
Wow, they went to the pen because they like the matchup, and what does he do? He walks the first guy he faces to bring in a run, so much for that strategy. Makes you wonder if they'll turn to him again next time in this situation.
So a big spot here. Bases loaded, nobody out. And the right-handed hitting Nicholas Castellanos will bat next. He's set. Here it comes.
Oh, that's good.
When you're hitting in a situation like this, you have to find a way to slow your heart rate down. The pitcher's the one with all the pressure. You're looking to keyhole something middle of the plate and drive some runs in.
And that's too high. Ball 2.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
From the belt, the pitch. Hit sharply on the ground. To second for one. Back to first, so they get the double play, but the run does come in to score.
Now batting.
A bases loaded. Last thing you want to do is ground into a double play, and that's just what he does. One run scores, but you don't get an RBI in that spot. That's a rally killer.
Digging in, J.C. Embry, runner in scoring position with two gone. First pitch coming, here it is. Turned on down the line. This gets foul, it's 0-1. And he lays off for ball 1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. 2 outs here with a runner at third. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. The 2-2.
Now on 3-2 as a pitcher, you've got to go with the pitch that you feel most comfortable throwing with.
And the payoff pitch. Inside as he nearly got him, and it's ball 4.
When a guy's been swinging the bat as well as he has in this series, you definitely want to take the bat out of his hands. A free pass to first is better than what he's been doing the last couple of games.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Sammy Sosa, and we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning. And he just misses inside with the fastball there. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Sosa has a batting line residing in the 290s, looking to boost that even higher here. Skied into straightaway right. Jacob is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. The Cubs are on top 5-2. Ronnie Wickert will come on in relief now as he'll make his 35th appearance of the season.
Number 0, Ronnie Wickert.
Ready to begin the 8th, and stepping in as the veteran shortstop, Leury Garcia.
Leury Garcia.
Here comes the first pitch. Inside with the screwball for ball 1. And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And that's in there for his strike 1-1. Two balls and a strike to the St. Louis leadoff hitter. Weak grounder down the first baseline. Reined in. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batter, catcher.
With that, we'll give you a look at our starter comparison for the 2 starting pitchers in the game. And the column to look at is the one on the right side of your screen. Not too many hits to go around at this point in the ball game. Settling in now, Damon Phelps, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Now here it comes. No balls and 1 strike. We're in the 8th inning now of a 5-2 ball game. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1.
Got to find a way to scratch at least 1 across. You do not want to take on the monster closing the game down 3.
Taken off the outside as the breaking ball couldn't catch the corner. Strike 2 as that's taken on the outside part of the plate.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now.
You could pretty much book it that a fastball's coming. A challenge fastball right here. He cannot allow the 9-hole hitter to get on base with the top of the order looming.
Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and it backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
To the plate now, Archie Jacob. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. The 1-2. That's lifted the other way out to left. Castellanos is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Nothing doing here this half. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. It's the Cubs 5 and the Cardinals 2. Royce Oliveros is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 27, Royce Oliveros.
Ryan Buckner will be the first one to greet him, as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here.
Ryan Buckner.
Now here's the pitch. And they start him out with a slider. Good spot, but he doesn't get the call. 1-0. That swung on and missed. We're even at 1-1. Liner towards second, but this will be taken in at second base. Good positioning for the first out.
The center fielder, number 24, Suzuki.
Now to the plate, Sito Suzuki. He's doubled and singled in 4 at-bats in this contest. First pitch of the at-bat. The windup and the 0-1. Hit high and deep out to left field. McCord is back to the track as he takes it for out number 2.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
Now at the plate, Ben Zobrist. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. First pitch on its way. This is line to left, and that'll get down for a 2-out single. So with that, we're not done with the bottom of the 8th quite yet.
Hey, pitchers, you better start taking notice of this guy. He better be circled on that lineup card because he's on fire. That's his second hit of the ball game right there, and I don't see him stopping.
Into the box now, Jesse Padilla standing in from the right side as he takes strike 1. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. Pulled the fastball down a little too much there. That's ball 1. The 1-1. A runner on first with 2 away. Oh my, this ball is crushed. Where will this one end up? Into the bleachers and gone.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
Chris Tan will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 8, Chris Tan.
Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. And the throw will be too late as he can't recover in time.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Nicholas Horner.
Here's a look over to first, and the runner back safely. Perhaps wisely, another look to first. And a dive, but he's back in there. In now, Nicholas Horner. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball 1. And 2-0 as this one's taken low.
Somebody's getting frustrated. He's not used to getting hit around like this.
The 2-0. This one's down to third. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. Another good inning for the Cubs here, and you don't need me to tell you that these folks don't need much of a reason to have a good time. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. Luke Little comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth.
Luke Little.
Leading off the inning, Hugo Hermida, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Second baseman, Hugo Hermida.
Here's the first pitch to him. Slider, and that's in there for strike 2.
Look at the radar gun on that slider. Off-speed pitch, 91 miles an hour. That's just pure filth.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. A ball and 2 strikes. Hit out towards second. Scooped up. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway.
Now batting, left fielder, Ryan McCord.
So digging in now, Ryan McCord. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit on the ground to third. There to play it is Zobrist on to first, and that means the Cardinals are down to their final out now.
Now batting, third baseman, David Fernandez.
And now the Cardinals' number 4 hitter, David Fernandez, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. 2 out, nobody on. A ball and a strike.
Ooh, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Throw on to first will be in time to get him, and the Cubs have claimed the 4th consecutive victory here as this ball game is over.
Hey, it always feels good to win a baseball game, but when you can win one at home in front of your home crowd, all those fans cheering, this is a good win for this team.
7-2 the final score this afternoon. Chicago rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Trevor Bauer earns his 8th victory of the season. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.